A large amount of money connected to your name is being transferred tonight. Someone tried to hide it from you. Archangel Michael says, you are not imagining it. Something very real is unfolding behind your back, and it has your name written all over it. A large sum of money, connected directly to you, is being moved tonight through hidden wires and silent approvals. This transaction is not ordinary, it's not clean, and someone who once swore they'd protect your name is involved in its concealment. The spirits have not been silent, and neither should you be. Tonight, as your world sleeps unaware, numbers are being punched into systems and signatures are being forged to make sure you don't know what belongs to you. The paperwork that carries your name is real, it's active, and it is in the wrong hands at this very moment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There's a reason you've been feeling uneasy lately. Your intuition was warning you about this very thing. That sleeplessness, that stirring in your chest, that sudden chill, it's all been signaling the approach of a betrayal tied to your wealth. You are being watched, not because of your weakness, but because of your inheritance and divine right. Archangel Michael says, tonight is not just a random night, it is prophetic. What was stolen is trying to shift again before it reaches you, but intervention from above is already closing in on the ones trying to move it illegally. Someone is working overtime in secret to keep your blessing out of reach, but their time is running out. Type Amen to get blessing 112. You are not meant to suffer another day in lack while others feast on what has your name on it. This money was linked to you long ago, possibly by an old relative, a silent partner, or a sealed deal that was meant to bloom later. But someone panicked, they saw you rising and decided to keep you blocked through this financial sabotage. There's a face behind this betrayal. A woman who once smiled at you while holding bitterness inside now sits beside a man with access to legal systems. They are not expecting that a divine alarm has been sounded and that every attempt to reroute your blessing is already recorded in the heavens. Type Amen to get blessing 472. Tonight, a password is being typed in a room far away from you. A login, a few taps, a confirmation email. It seems small, but it's the key to a large bank transaction they hoped you'd never uncover. The account they're using to move the funds is under a false name, but the origin of the money is traced to your past. There's a document you once signed unknowingly, and that document is now being abused as if it grants them permission to take your share. But heaven has a counter-move. Archangel Michael says the one who tries to mask it in legal ink will be exposed by a digital glitch they didn't foresee. Type Amen to get blessing 989. A name you've forgotten is linked to this. This person stood close to you years ago and took mental notes on everything that ever made you valuable. They have held on to your signature, your details, your trust, and tonight, they're trying to cash it all in for themselves. But it won't work. The angelic guard surrounding your name is active, wide awake, and alert to every attempt. A divine investigator has already inserted a heavenly interruption in the system they think is foolproof. Type Amen to get blessing 191. Someone you once called family has been having secret meetings. They've used your past connection as a cover to mask their greed. One of them signed an agreement claiming you gave them consent, when you didn't even know such money existed. This inheritance, this payment, this release, it's not just money, it's proof that you were chosen. Archangel Michael says it was promised to you as a lifeline, a restart, a reward, but someone else is treating it like it's theirs to snatch. Every late-night call they've made, every file they uploaded, every password they used, it's all recorded. Type Amen to get blessing 654. Tonight isn't like other nights. This one has been watched from the spirit realm for weeks because the enemy made this the deadline to disappear the money. But they miscalculated. They forgot that nothing moves without divine notice when you're chosen. An old lawyer, gray-haired, quiet, and seemingly harmless, knows the truth but was bribed to stay silent. He kept a photocopy, though, and that copy will be the turning point. It holds a scribbled note that proves your connection to the wealth they denied you. Type Amen to get blessing 237. There's going to be a delay tonight, watch for it. The system they're using will unexpectedly shut down. It will seem like a tech issue, but it's not. It's spiritual interference to block their theft and give you a window to reclaim what's yours. A woman who recently asked about your whereabouts is not curious, she is gathering intel. She has no idea that Archangel Michael already cut her access to your timeline. She will be surprised tomorrow when her plan begins to fall apart. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are about to receive a phone call or email in the next 72 hours that will seem unrelated, but it's your clue. Hidden in the fine print will be an address, a reference number, or a bank name you've never heard before. Look closely. It is your trail to reclaim the hidden money. They didn't think you'd wake up spiritually. They believed you'd stay blind, distracted, broke. But something shifted. You aligned with truth, and now truth is aligning everything back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 556. The person who tried to silence this transaction is nervous now. They are beginning to feel the pressure of justice breathing down their neck. One of their own team members has started doubting the plan, and this internal crack will be the beginning of their exposure. Archangel Michael says your destiny was written with abundance, not deprivation. This money is part of your restoration, not just your survival. And no matter how cleverly they disguise it, heaven already marked it as yours. Type Amen to get blessing 441. A silent witness has emerged. This individual overheard the plotting in an elevator, in a private chat, or during a careless moment of overconfidence. They will soon become the messenger who helps reveal the truth publicly. The way you're going to find out might surprise you. It won't be through normal means. It'll come through a dream, a misdialed number, a wrong message that lands in your inbox by divine mistake. Type Amen to get blessing 667. The bank they're using is foreign, small, and unregulated, but it's still traceable. There are paper trails that lead back to your full name. Even though someone tried to erase them, the digital imprint remains. They'll panic when they discover someone flagged the transaction as suspicious. They'll try to undo it, but it will be too late. The legal system will reopen the file that was sealed years ago. Type Amen to get blessing 909. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Soon, an angel will be sent into the dream of someone involved in the theft. They will wake up shaking, unable to ignore the guilt. One of them will try to contact you anonymously. When this happens, don't ignore it. It is the beginning of their surrender. Your power lies in how you respond, not with anger, but with awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 383. More than one person is involved. It's a chain, a man, a woman, and a former colleague or friend. Each one has played a part in blocking your blessing, but now they will turn on each other. The chaos will work in your favor. As they argue over shares and lies, the truth will bubble up and expose their plan. Justice won't just return your money, it will teach them a lesson they won't forget. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You have been tested long enough. What you didn't know was that this was also a spiritual inheritance, a reward that was always meant to come to you in divine timing. The wait was long, but it's almost over. Your enemies are exhausted. They used up all their strength trying to delay you. Now, their own minds are betraying them. Type Amen to get blessing 575. You'll hear someone say your name unexpectedly, in a place you never imagined. This confirmation is not random. It's a divine echo to remind you the shift has already begun. Someone who betrayed you will end up needing your mercy. They never expected the angels to fight this hard for you. But the sword of Archangel Michael is drawn, and no one can block what is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 101. They are trembling now. What began as a confident heist has now turned into a storm of unexpected interruptions and unraveling secrets. The clock they set is now ticking against them, and they're beginning to realize they are being spiritually hunted. Someone thought their encrypted chats and deleted emails would never be traced back to them. But one file, one forgotten screenshot, is saved in a system they don't even know still exists. That digital proof is divinely preserved and will resurface in perfect timing to prove your rightful ownership. Type Amen to get blessing 666. A relative of yours, possibly a distant cousin or family friend, was offered a sum to keep quiet. They were tempted but now feel sick with regret. That person is about to confess something to you that will change the entire narrative of your life. They know about the money. They know about the setup. They tried to look away, but Archangel Michael kept nudging their conscience until they couldn't sleep anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 324. Soon, your phone will buzz with something unusual, maybe a blocked caller, a bank message you weren't expecting, or even a government alert connected to your name. Don't delete it. Don't ignore it. Hidden inside it is the key to your divine turnaround. This isn't just cash, it's freedom, legacy, and power wrapped in earthly currency. Archangel Michael says this transfer is tied to your future steps. And once it's released back to you, doors that were bolted shut will begin flying open one by one. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They were hoping this message wouldn't find you. But nothing hidden can stay buried when angels have been dispatched to carry the truth. Every attempt to distract or delay you has failed because tonight, you were destined to awaken. Do not doubt what you are feeling now. That surge of energy, that sensation crawling on your skin, that heat in your palms, it's spiritual confirmation. The heavens are shifting something massive for your sake. Type Amen to get blessing 252. Tonight's transfer is not ordinary, it has prophecy written into it. There's a purpose behind every coin, every number, every digit that was marked under your name. It's not just money, it's restitution for everything you lost in silence. Years of struggle, overlooked sacrifices, quiet endurance, it all aligns into this one divine hour. The enemy kept pushing, but now they're trapped by their own schemes. The system they thought would hide them has turned on them. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They will feel everything they made you feel. The panic. The fear. The anxiety of being powerless. But you will rise, not with vengeance, but with divine justice. Archangel Michael has placed you in a timeline where truth can no longer be hidden. The evidence is mounting in the background. An anonymous source is gathering pieces of the betrayal and will drop it where the light will hit it all. It won't be a whisper, it will be a revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 411. Your next steps must be careful and spirit-led. This is not the time to second-guess your intuition. That gentle pull you feel to check an old file, reach out to a specific person, or revisit a memory, it's not coincidence. Heaven has placed strategic breadcrumbs around you. Each one is a clue that leads to your rightful restoration. Watch how they panic the moment they realize you are getting close. Type Amen to get blessing 171. There will be a divine reversal. The money will not just stop moving, it will return with interest. What was meant to ruin you will elevate you. And those who laughed when you were broke will be stunned into silence. One of them will vanish from your life after this. The other will beg to explain. But you won't need to hear lies, you'll have the proof in your hand. Type Amen to get blessing 818. There is still time, but only barely. If they succeed in transferring it tonight, the trail becomes harder, but not impossible, to follow. That's why this message had to reach you now, before the final click. You are not alone in this. Angels have been placed around the locations they're using, watching, documenting, preparing to release all. Archangel Michael says, nothing stolen stays hidden forever from the chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 302. There's one more twist. A financial officer who was about to approve the release suddenly got sick. They couldn't show up. That delay is not sickness, it is divine intervention to buy you time. This moment right now is your chance to speak your name boldly into the atmosphere. To declare that what's yours cannot be moved without your permission. The heavens are listening, and so are the ones trying to steal from you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. One more person will shock you. They pretended to be neutral, unaware, uninvolved. But they knew. They held back truth that could have saved you time and tears. Now, even their silence will speak volumes. The amount connected to your name is far more than you think. It's layered: inheritance, unclaimed assets, and money owed for spiritual debts. The enemy tried to compress it into a lie, but heaven has stretched it out into divine truth. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A government office, a bank ledger, a dormant account, all three are part of the puzzle. You'll soon see one of these words appear in a message, and when it does, take it seriously. There is paperwork they tried to bury that proves your divine entitlement. Do not rush. Listen closely to your dreams, your gut, your spiritual signs. Because one misstep from them is your opportunity to rise and restore everything. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Everything will unfold within the next 7 days. A window will open, and the transfer will freeze. During this time, your angels will highlight the exact document, the exact face, and the exact account you need to know. Someone from your childhood may come back up in this journey. Their role is surprising: they either protected your name secretly or betrayed it knowingly. Either way, their truth is rising fast. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This is the season where things hidden in shadows must come to light. No matter who helped cover the truth, they are now being exposed, even if they try to flee. And when justice hits, it will come fast. You'll hear murmurs, see strange reactions, receive vague messages. These are all signs. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore what feels odd. Investigate it. Follow it. It's leading you back to what was taken. Type Amen to get blessing 323. Prepare for elevation. Once this money reaches your hands, your status will change overnight. Not because of the amount, but because of the authority behind it. It will open realms you were locked out of. This isn't just a financial victory, it's a spiritual announcement. The heavens are declaring, you've passed the test. And now, every seed planted in suffering is about to bloom in front of those who doubted you. Type Amen to get blessing 141. They thought it was over. They thought once it was transferred, you'd never know, never fight, never rise. But Archangel Michael says, this is where everything turns in your favor, not secretly, not quietly, but publicly and powerfully. A record, buried years ago, is about to resurface from the archives of a forgotten vault. Inside that record is your proof. It has your name, your number, your mark, and not even the highest human hands can alter it now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. One of the individuals involved in this dark financial setup is under surveillance. Not by police, but by a divine system of justice that watches where human eyes fail. That person is growing paranoid, restless, constantly checking their phone and deleting messages. Their steps are shaky because they've realized they are being followed, not by men, but by consequence. They saw something move in their room last night. That was not coincidence, it was a warning from above. Type Amen to get blessing 404. There is a ripple effect happening in your favor now. Every time they try to press forward with this unauthorized transfer, something falls out of place, a login won't work, a password gets rejected, an alarm goes off. These interruptions are not failures of technology, they are divine hands stopping fraud. The person who thought they could reroute your blessings has just made a critical mistake. They included someone in their circle who is too scared to go down with them. That weak link is about to break and speak. Type Amen to get blessing 118. Tonight is more than a transfer, it's a test of your faith and divine alertness. You weren't supposed to see this. They never intended for this truth to reach your soul. But your spirit is awake, and your angels are roaring in your defense. Watch for the message. Watch for the number. Watch for the dream. One of them will carry the key, and when it comes, respond swiftly. Heaven is accelerating your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They underestimated your divine protection. What they didn't know is that your ancestors prayed over your name generations ago. That money they tried to hide is tied to a legacy you haven't even fully stepped into yet. Your name has spiritual equity. That's why the devil keeps fighting to keep you broke. But not anymore. A supernatural flip is happening and all that was hidden is being redirected to your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Soon, the person who once stood against you will be forced to watch your elevation. They will see headlines, documents, and testimonies with your name. They will be confused at how the system they tried to manipulate began to collapse beneath them. The favor on your name is untouchable. The money, though delayed, is not denied. And it is multiplying as it waits to be delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 676. You've been delayed but never denied. You've cried in silence while others stole in noise. But Archangel Michael says, that silence built your power. That delay trained your spirit. Now you are equipped to handle the blessing properly. The door is creaking open. The light is shining in. And the chains that held your fortune back are disintegrating in divine fire. Type Amen to get blessing 299. They will be exposed by their own documents. They will forget to delete one file. They will send one message to the wrong number. They will misplace one signature. And that one thing will unlock the vault they tried to seal forever. Don't ignore your gut. That uneasy feeling isn't fear, it's the warning that you're close to revelation. Your discernment is your weapon now. Type Amen to get blessing 774. The bank is involved, but not entirely guilty. One honest employee is uncomfortable with what they saw. They noticed a transfer request that didn't match the name history. They're watching, waiting for a signal to report it. That signal is coming tonight. A shift in the spirit will tell them it's time to speak, and they will. That testimony alone will bring the whole scam crashing down. Type Amen to get blessing 135. What was meant to be your greatest loss is turning into your most powerful testimony. The money they moved in the dark will glow in the light. And your story will break others out of spiritual prisons of poverty and betrayal. They plan to rob you. But heaven planned to reward you. And nothing they did can stop what God has authorized. Type Amen to get blessing 828. You will walk into rooms that were once closed to you. You will see numbers in your account you never imagined possible. But most of all, you will feel a peace that no one can steal again. This is your moment. This is your hour. Don't shrink. Don't doubt. This was always meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 510. The one who initiated this betrayal is now being haunted by your rising. They feel it. They sense it. They know that what they stole is slipping from their fingers. The lie they crafted is unraveling. Soon, someone will say your name with trembling lips, not to curse, but to confess. That confession will be the turning point in the battle. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Stay alert over the next 48 hours. Watch what comes in the mail, what appears in your dreams, and what number tries to call you twice. Divine messages are slipping through dimensions now to find you. This isn't just recovery. This is divine possession. You are stepping into territory that belongs to you by both blood and blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 929. No more begging. No more praying for crumbs. You were built for overflow. What's coming is not a payment, it's a transfer of justice. A generational restoration. The wealth is chasing you now. The tables are turning violently. And everyone who bet against you will fall silent in awe. Type Amen to get blessing 494. They worked for months to hide it. But it only took one moment of divine justice to stop them. Tonight, heaven has taken your case into its courtroom. And you will not leave empty-handed. Archangel Michael says, they moved the money, but they couldn't move the favor on your name. Type Amen to get blessing 333.